up the pants, I fucked up the money, yeah. Got up some steps, I fucked up the money.
Oh, man, you know we gotta be on in like 5 minutes. What's up, man?
What you doing, bro?
What's up?
Man, my bad, y'all know I was getting it together, man. Y'all come on, man.
I can take the bitch serious in that. She already know I'm about to shine. She already know I'm about to bang. She already know I'm about to fly little nigga. And I might land on a hoe. Had to get the bitch out to my partner, cause dog, damn, she a nasty little hoe. Damn. We come from the gutter, we came out the mud. Yeah. I fuck with my partners, I fuck with my thugs. Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy Antho. You're now tuned in to the Brinks Podcast. And today on the Brink Podcast show, we got the youngest jeweler out of Houston. We got my boy Gio in the back of the Brinks truck. What's happening, Gio?
Yes, sir. Y'all already know, man. Youngest jeweler in the motherfucking game, man. Stop playing.
Man, good to have you here, my boy. It's a long time, man. Long time.
It's a long time, man.
We want to let the people know, how long have you been doing jewelry? Like, you've been in the industry?
Shit, I've been in the industry since like 2017.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I first started in the jewelry game, it's a crazy story. You know, like back in the Gap, you know, like back then, like 2016, I was trapping and doing all this, you know, stuff in the streets and whatnot, and I just wanted a better life for my kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up flipping that money. I ended up, you know, watching Jimmy, you know, Jimmy Boy.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, her brother actually was telling me, yo, there's a street jeweler, you know, like he came out from the streets, you know, and he became a jeweler. So I saw that shit as a motivation.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if he could do it, I could do it. You feel me? You know, I saw that he was working with Iceman Nick. I told my girl, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to Iceman Nick. I'm gonna try to see if I can be a salesman. And she was like, hell yeah, go do it. So, you know, I walked into Iceman Nick's store, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm young, I'm motivated. I was like, what do I gotta do to be a salesman? You know, he was like, yo, you know, right now we're not looking for salesmen, but we are looking for diamond setters. So I was like, shit, what do I gotta do to be a diamond setter? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I get in this business? You know, like, how do I become a diamond setter? He was like, you know, you just gotta go to school for it. So, you know, I ended up finding this school in Fort Lauderdale. I went there for like about a month and a half. You know, it cost me like, I want to say 18 grand. And, you know, when I paid that 18 grand, they basically taught me all the basics, you know, like how to set diamonds, how to cut the prongs, you know, they taught me a lot of stuff. So when I ended up going back, and I told Nick, I was like, yo, you know, 3 months later, I came back. I was like 18 years old. He was surprised. He was like, what the fuck? You know, like, this dude came back, like he was motivated to come back, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, damn, like you got that motivation. Like, all right, let me see what you got. You know, I'm gonna give you a piece, set the piece, and let me see what you got. I was like, all right, bet. So I'm walking in the store, bro, I'm nervous as hell, you know, I'm sweating. Everybody looking at me and shit, and I was like, you know, he ended up giving me the piece, I put it on the shellac. And then he gave me the drill bits. He gave me the beating tools to, you know, set the stones. You know, I ended up setting the piece, and he was like, "Yo, you know, this kid, he kind of knows what he's doing, you know." So he ended up giving me a job. You know, later on down the road of me setting diamonds and seeing the pieces, and that shit was like motivation, like a piece of art to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing these badass. Yeah, I'm seeing all these badass pieces. I done finally got my way into the jewelry game, even though it wasn't selling. But you know, I was in the game, you know what I'm saying? So after a while, I would start posting the pieces that I was setting, you know, on Snapchat or Instagram. My plugs and shit, they would see that, they'd be like, yo, how much for this, how much for that? I ended up selling some stuff with them, linking in with Jimmy. I respected him because of him being that motivation to me to become a jeweler, so I wanted to fuck with him. I would hit him up, I would come to his office and I'd tell him, you know, me and him were cool. And so like, I would tell him like, yo, Jimmy, like, how much for a 41 millimeter? You know, he'd tell me the price. I'll be like, okay, look, I just want like $500 off. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, sometimes I want $1,000 if I'm really going through it.
He was like, I like you.
Yeah, I like him. Like, with him, it wasn't never a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Jimmy, I got so much respect for him, bro, because like, when it came down to business, bro, he a businessman. He gonna take care of me right there and then. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the type of person who gonna wait to pay you or none of that stuff. Bro. Like shit, I kind of like this, bro. I'm like, I just made my week's pay off of one item.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I started talking to Nick, I was like, yo, you know, I want to become a salesman, bro. I got it. I got clients. You know, like let me run it. Everything happens for a reason. You know, it wasn't my area or my time to sell at that store. But you know, I respect all of them. You know, I don't got nothing against them. I just made my decision to leave, and I ended up going to Johnny's. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Johnny gave me the opportunity to become a salesman. He was like, "Yo, like when you come in, you can work for me, but I'm not gonna pay you for 2 weeks. You know, because
Like an internship.
Yeah, like an internship. You know, like he just wanted to see like he not wasting his money and seeing if I really, you know, if I really got that hustle or that motive to actually go and get the bag type shit. You know.
Yeah.
So over time, man, you know, I started really doing my shit, and I really started learning a lot. Like I mean, a lot at Johnny's. Like, you know, I started looking at the pricing of the watches, and I would memorize, yo, okay, I can get this watch for this price. This is what our cost was, or you know, this chain weighs this much, it has this many carats, you know, shit like that. So over time, within like a year, I done felt like I mastered. You know, I'm texting big clients, people who spend $100,000. You know what I'm saying? They telling me, yo, how much for this 41 presidential? I tell them right off the rip. I don't even gotta go ask nobody, you know, for how much it is, or I don't gotta call a wholesaler and ask them. You know, I already know.
Pause, right off the bat. Yeah.
So, you know, working there, it was a good head start for me because he started realizing, yo, this kid got it. So that's when he started putting me on his account. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, I'm gonna let you answer some of the DMs and you know some of the big clients that basically he can't get to. You know. So I started doing that, bro, and I started running it up. I started telling him, yo, I got a dude, he from Florida. He just FaceTimed me at 2 a.m. He told me he ready. He got $100,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm happy. I'm excited, bro. Hey, let me fly out. Let me go get this bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let me do me.
Yeah.
So he's like, you think you can handle it? I was like, Brian, I'm ready. I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna book your flight, and then you go over there tomorrow and you go pick up the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, bet. And then as soon as I brought back my first 100 racks, bro, like it felt easy after timing of flying out and doing it. And
I want to ask this question though for the people. Like I seen a post the other day with Johnny had your picture up there. Apparently, you know, y'all did some kind of falling out. Like how did they go about? Like, you know, for the people that don't know, how did they go about?
If the person's not willing to, like, you know, see you shine or wanting to put you on, or you know, they just lowballing you and you feeling like you getting fucked, it just comes to where like you just gotta think about it and just, yo, like, all right, I got the experience, you know, I can fly out, you know, I got this type of clientele, you know, I ain't never done no bad business, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody who come into town, they respect me because of the way I do business, you know what I'm saying? Like when they come into town, I say, yo, when you come in, I can get you an exotic car. I can get you a condo so you can stay at. It's $250 a night. I can get you any type of whip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need this, that, and the third. I can get it for you. You know what I'm saying? So I make them feel like they're at home. You know. And then, you know, with all that situation, it was just like I felt like I did a lot. I was there for a minute and I was unhappy. I felt like if I'm an asset to your company and you see that I'm putting a lot of hard work and a lot of creativity on the back end,
Go take care of people.
take care of it.
Take
You know
care
what I'm
of
saying?
people,
Like, if I come in, bro, and I come to your office and I ask you for a raise, or like if I ask you just for like a little percentage, nothing crazy, I feel like if you feel like as a boss person, if you feel like he an asset, take care of it.
Yeah, I'm like me,
You know what
prime
I'm saying?
example. If I got a company in the business and somebody actually helping my business grow, I'm gonna feel entitled to get them a percentage. You know what I mean? So they'd be
Yeah.
well off way better, you know what I mean, than what they was.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I got 2 daughters, bro. You know, so at the end of the day, I gotta think about my family.
So you flying going to get 6 figures by yourself.
But it wasn't always by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in order to be a boss, bro, you gotta help people around you. So the way I saw it was, I saw my boy Chance. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, come with me, fly out with me, because I was doing that shit by myself. I was like, you gotta think about it, bro. $100,000 it's gonna take you a minute to count that shit, bro. 20s and 10s and, you know, 100s and 5s or whatever situation. It's gonna take a
Count
minute.
it by hand.
And you gotta think about it, bro. It ain't just one person, bro. I'm talking about I'm running the hotel like it's a trap house. I'm having 5, 6 people pull up $20,000 grill, $30,000 grill, $40,000 chain. It was a lot to handle. You know what I'm saying, for just one person. And like I said, bro, we were hitting 9 mil. Like we hit 9 million. I don't want to say I did it by myself. You know what I'm saying, without my partner.
Yeah.
We ran that shit up.
That's a lot of fucking money.
But that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, bro, that 2% with 2 people is really 1%, bro. And the way I went about it was, you know, if one salesman is getting paid 2%, well shit. Since me and him are partnered together, we should get paid 4%. You know what I'm saying? And it was like he didn't like it.
Like, what is a CBD diamond?
CV.
Okay, I said it wrong. What's
CBD diamond, bro? It's a lab made diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, bro, you can't even really tell between a diamond and a lab grown diamond, because technology nowadays and the way shit and the way things are in this world is so advanced to the point where they duplicate it to make it look exactly like a diamond. The same cut, same everything.
Yeah.
They making a CBD diamond that costs $150 a carat. You know what I'm saying? To where a real VVS diamond will cost you like $750 a carat. You know, $750 a carat. You know, they make it so similar, bro. It's so hard to test. It's so hard to tell. But you know, for everybody who watching and you know, y'all buying jewelry from these middlemans, you know, who just really don't even care about their clients or building that relationship with y'all, and they just trying to take y'all's money. If they pull out that $20 little diamond tester, bro, that shit will pop up the CBD as a real diamond. Even a $100 diamond tester is gonna pop up as a diamond. You know
so there's no point of the people walking around in the mall with the diamond tester stopping everybody.
All that, bro. Like you can, like if you see somebody with a CZ diamond, yeah, it's gonna detect it's not a diamond. That shit ain't even gonna hit.
Yeah.
You gotta really trust your jeweler and think like, you know, hey, he not gonna fuck me. But if you feel like he like acting shady or like, check your shit, go to an appraisal place and they gonna put it underneath a $10,000 machine.
Yeah.
And they gonna put the pendant or the chain or whatever under the machine, and they gonna let you know, hey, look, the pendant popped up all red in the machine. When the whole pendant is red, it means it's all CBD. When it's glowing blue, it's a real diamond.
How would you be able to secure your customers and make them feel secure when they come into Geo and they come to spend all this money and they want to be for sure, like, you know what I'm saying, that, or you mixing them or something like that, like how would they know it?
When it comes down to that GIA certified, bro, it's like, it's kind of hard because they literally gotta test every single diamond. So they give you a booklet for every single diamond that is in your pendant.
Yeah.
So in order to make it kind of a little easier, there's a thing that's called EGL. You know what I'm saying? That EGL is basically like a GIA, but it's a card. Basically, when you send it and they appraise it, they're gonna tell you what it is. They're gonna say, it's gonna say VVS, or if it's mixed, it'll say it's a VS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with everybody who's spending that big money, I mean like $50,000 pendants, $30,000 pendants, all that stuff like that. You know, as for EGL, you know, like EGL, you gonna know what's inside your pendant. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of these foolers will sell you an SI watch, get appraised, and put VS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't just go to random people and buy stuff. Like you gotta really trust these people. You know, like you gotta know they're not gonna fuck you. And you know, sometimes you just gotta test out the first watch, the first couple chains and pendants that you got, and make sure it is what it is. And if you know, if it is what it is, then shit, hey, he an honest jeweler, he about his word, and he about his product. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like selling weed, bro. You can't sell high-end weed and then give somebody some mids and sell it for the high, and then they gonna be like, what the fuck? Like this ain't even the exotic. You know,
they
like,
ain't even come back no more.
Yeah, they're not gonna come back no more. So you losing money. I don't say this about every jeweler. You know, I fuck with a lot of jewelers, but there are some, and not a lot, but there are those that will be a little shady with the shit they sell you.
Yeah. There's
a lot of jewelers that are very, you know, top end jewelers, and they're official with their stuff. Why? Because they got a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They gotta protect that.
Yeah.
You know, some people they about their business, and then some people they just, you know,
about their money all the way, just money only.
Money only.
They want to come spend some money for the first time, and they just don't know if the jeweler might lie to them. They don't want to get the paper that we just talked about. What would be your advice?
Going to plug Geo, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going to plug Geo, your diamonds ain't it, man.
Yeah, ain't it? Yeah, for real, for real. For
But
real.
I tell you this, bro. I sell my product like it was that pure shit. You feel me? Like I ain't cutting it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you know, I'm about my bread, and I'm about my image, and I'm about my business. You know what I'm saying? Like when people they shop with me, they ask me a certain price, I tell them how it is. If you don't like it, that's what it is, bro. Like this pendant is for what you want. It's gonna cost this much. Now, if you want to go to a middleman jeweler and they telling you like $5,000 cheaper, $3,000 cheaper, whatever, or $10,000 cheaper, now you gotta really think about it and be like, yo, is he actually gonna give me the type of quality diamonds that are supposed to be in it, or is he gonna mix the VVS with the VS, or the SIs with the VS? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where it comes to. Because I have a lot of clients who be like, yo, this other person told me this, and I'm be like, look, bro, like you gotta understand in this game, bro, there's quality and there's lowballing.
Yeah.
When you lowball, you're not gonna get no quality. You know what I'm saying? When you paying top dollar, you're gonna definitely get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you get for what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to appreciate you, man, for stopping by. You know what I mean?
nah, for sure, man. Much love.
Much love to you too, brother.